sharing the message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put those on you.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time, and I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run. This is Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Hill. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 11. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Ravens 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again. Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Jackson. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second and 11.
Get ready, get ready. Mike, 48, Mike, 48.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Philip Dorsett, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57 right. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Here's Hill. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
5-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Humphrey on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
The ball carried by
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Down and goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Hill. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Hill. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Ball carrier.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
But it brings up
4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Raven first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's 57's right. Let's get up.
The busy night continues for Hill. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock
That's a
ticking.
gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, switch gears. No.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Focus in on me.